So this is a Kaypro II that I picked up recently. I've not applied power to it. The person I got it from, she said she had powered it up and it, quote, worked. I'm not sure exactly what that means. You can see it's got 2 full height drives, power indication. There's actually media in the drives. I'm not sure what's on either one of those. We'll take a peek. I remove the screws. Let me lift the top cover off if I can. And we'll take a peek down inside. This is my first time seeing it. Oops, well, managed to drop that, and there was a screw somehow caught in there. So it's reasonably clean inside. It's dusty. I don't see any physical signs of damage. This up here is interesting. It must be a reset switch there. There's a switch on the outside of the case there. Anyhow, I think I'm okay with powering this thing up, so we'll get the camera back in the mount, power it up, see what we get. As a quick note, there's a couple of tags on the upper case for this guy from Princeton University, the library. It's got somebody's name on it, Michael Denham, it looks like, personal computer, a date of 4/26/95. And this one's harder to read. Willie B, it looks like, and I can't read the date there. It might be 84. Did I say 95? That's actually 85. So apparently this was a machine at Princeton at some time. Kind of interesting. So I'm using the keyboard from a different machine on here. This keyboard's complete and works on the other Kaypro. I'm assuming it's going to work on this one as well. I'm going to go ahead and apply power. Well, it's a good sign right there. Drive A's being accessed. So it says it's trying to boot. Please place your diskette in drive. Let's see if I can. The reflection's pretty bad there on the screen. I can't really read that on the. Looks like this monitor could use a bit of adjustment. It's as high as the intensity will go. I'm sorry that's so difficult to read. It just says Kaypro. Please insert your diskette in drive A. Let's see if it'll try to do anything. I cannot read your diskette. That was a reset button on the back. So, no surprise. Let's do a little first level maintenance here. I have no idea if my Kaypro I media would boot in this machine or not. So I've got some alcohol on there. I'm just going to let the head sit for a minute in that saturated alcohol before I spin the cleaning disc. And that will spin it. Some fresh alcohol here. And do the same for drive B. And I'm assuming these are double-sided. They're probably actually single-sided drives, which means I should really be using the single-sided clean disc. I've got a disc here that's got the bottom punched out and the top to the abrasive pad, which is for double-sided drives. And I do have another disc here, take a quick look at, that's got this panel still in place for use with single-sided drives. So anyhow, we will try these two floppies again and see if that helped at all. Cannot read your disc. No surprise. So I have a Kaypro boot floppy here for my Kaypro I, which I doubt will boot in here, but we'll give it a shot. Apparently tried to do something. I hear head stepping in the drive. It's apparently retrying to read something. It's no surprise, it's no surprise to me here that it won't boot from this drive or this disc, since it is for a different model of the Kaypro. So it looks like I may have to dig up some Kaypro I media, or Kaypro II media, which I think I can also order on eBay. Yeah, it's just trying to read the same part of the disc over and over. I say no surprise there. Again, I don't really expect either of these to do anything, but it was worth a quick shot. Yeah. Well, at this point, there's not a whole lot more I can do with this. I mean, I could, of course, do a tear down and clean up, etc. And we'll get to that point sometime. But as just trying to look at functionality, we know the basics are here. The BIOS runs because we get to the, please place your disk in drive A screen, so we know the CPU is basically coming up and running. We know the floppy controller is trying to work because it accesses the drives. We of course have video. I've not done any kind of checking on power supply rails, any of that kind of stuff. I'm guessing that's 64K of RAM based on the chip layout I see on there. Not a whole lot else I can do at this point until I basically find some boot media. So anyhow, I will end this little short video here, and I'll come back when I have a bootable machine, or at least an attempt to boot. We'll talk soon. Bye.